onto the current stuff, man. Call the Devil coming out August 9th. Talk to me a little bit about Call the Devil.
Man, I'll tell you what, super exciting to get back in the studio post-COVID. And I think the album reflects that vibe because there's a lot of pent-up aggression that everyone had from being locked up and a lot of, doom and gloom from being locked up. So when we got the first chance to kind of get together and record, there was just honesty pouring out of us, man. And we filled up, 12 or 13 tracks pretty fast. Again, it went surprisingly well. Everyone, I think, was just so hungry to get back and just so grateful to be able to create music and art and know that we're going to have an opportunity to perform it live again. Until that point, until this, we got to think last time Mushroomhead got to put out an album and go tour it was Righteous and the Butterfly in 2014. So it's been a decade since we've got to support an album the way we know how and the way our heart and our mind and our bodies tell us to get out on stage and play new material. So, like I said, this feeling's been coming for a decade.
The new videos, man, the masks look like you can tell that the evolution of getting those done have changed over the years, man. They look great. They look like they move well. Looks like the singers can sing with them in and stuff like that. I mean, they look great.
Thank you. A lot of that fabrication is done in-house here. We've been, doing the best we can with, what we have. Our new guitar player, Joe Gall, actually sculpted like 6 of those of the new masks that we're currently wearing. And, there's some time taken to make sure things fit so you can hear, so the mouth moves, so it's not fitting loose. It's definitely challenging shooting videos with costumes and masks, and you got makeup. You move your neck too far, you see a makeup line, that whole take is ruined. There's a lot that goes into it. And again, we just do the best we can with what we have. But the mask this time around, it definitely morphed a little bit. I always see it like kind of Mortal Kombat when the new one comes out, everything's a little more either detailed or battle damaged, and things just kind of evolve. So I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really proud of the way the stuff looks.
So have you moved from drums to just percussion?
So on the album, I'm playing drums and arranging and doing wearing many hats. This current tour and this current lineup of touring, I will be doing samples in water drums. And Aiden Kerr, who is my old tech, is actually playing in the band. He did some recording on the album as well. But he's young and he's hungry, and he can play anything. The kid is simply incredible. And he's got discipline. He practices every day. He wants it. Like I said, he's hungry. And, part of that is a post-COVID switch that we had when Stitch left. Stitch had to, everyone during COVID had to go find something else to do. So he had the opportunity to start making haunted houses, and that's something he's been into for years, working things on the side while we weren't touring. So he started doing that and got real busy and wasn't sure if he could join us and didn't want to, get in the way. So I thought about replacing him with Aiden, and I was like, wait, Aiden, I think you're a better drummer than I am. Why don't we try something different? And it gets me out from behind the kid after 30 years to experience the stage in a completely new light. And the shows that I have been able to do have just been amazing. To see the crowd interact so much more, seeing them all sing versus being behind a drum set, for 30 years, I've been missing half of the show. Right. So it's super exciting to look at it both ways. And Aiden's a monster drummer.
Yeah, it's got to be awesome for you, man, to kind of just get out from behind the kid, like you said, and be able to go from stage right to stage left, interact with people and not have to be so focused on making sure everything's in time, making sure everything's on, on a level, man. So it's got to be nice for you to kind of be in a weird way, like a Dave Grohl or something, to get out from behind the kid and actually get out with the people.
Yeah, it was very, a big surprise to me that the opportunity even arose. And then when I started thinking about it, I was like, well, for now, let me do that job. And when I'm bored with it, I'll go back to drums and they can get out here and do the samples and the water drums. We'll probably end up switching on and off. I'm definitely not done playing drums, in the studio or live. But right now, yeah, we're switching some roles up.
Nice. Yeah, I think, and the water drums too, man. Of all the things that I've seen, like that's one thing that I always, when I see Mushroomhead live stuff, And the one time I got to see you guys live, it was like I was fascinated by the water drums. I don't know, they're so visually pleasant that
Yeah, they're
it's fun to
definitely,
watch.
yeah, they're easy on the eye, and it's definitely fun. I see people's reactions when they're not expecting it. And that's something I didn't get to see before, being straight up front and hitting the water drums going off. A lot of people, if they never saw us before, aren't expecting it, and it's another almost level of crowd interaction when you're that close. We call it the splash zone where they're all getting wet. The aquatic percussionist is what we call myself now. Yeah.
There you go.